Hello, how's everybody doing? I missed all of last week because I didn't get a chance to film anything because I was renovating my whole room. I had to take everything out. I retiled the floor, painted and everything, but I finally got the room the way I wanted it to look. Um, but I couldn't do anything this week. I only got back on the computer like yesterday. Uh, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to film everything I was gonna film last week and everything I'm going to film this week, and I'm going to put it all up. Um, I'm going to put it up this whole week, basically. So, 6 episodes of stuff instead. So you're gonna get a double drop from of the leftovers and whatnot, whatever else was on my schedule. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do 2 weeks worth in 1 week. So let's do this. We're gonna get started. So okay, let's get back to it. So leftovers, episode 4, orange sticker. No idea what that means. But I can't even imagine. Last it sounds like a warning or something. Some kind of label you put on something. That's what I got from that. Last episode was we focused on Lori and Tom. They are working now to get rid of cults, or they're working together to um, help to remove cults. Because there are sectors of the guilty remnant still coming around, mainly because of Meg. Thanks, Meg, who has gone psycho on us. She has taken a real change from when she was in the beginning. You know, she used to attack these people, and now she's the one. It seems like she's leading them. But I don't know what her goal would be anymore since Patty's endgame already came. I don't. It feels like she wasn't. I don't think that Patty intended to have the guilty remnant go beyond her death. I feel like they were supposed to die that day or something. But Meg has taken it over, and I feel like she's doing something completely different. She's got something else going on here. I mean, they were doing some pretty nasty stuff, but they weren't raping people. So that's a whole new game she's playing. I don't know what she's up to, but she's got something in mind. But she's completely taking a dive off the deep end. And then so Tom and so Laurie and her son are working to destroy these hives that are starting to build up, as Thompson, and they were failing, and they came up with the idea to uh, make Tom into sort of a new Wayne, which is ironic because I think Tom believed in Wayne, but he didn't really believe in all of the stuff. I think he was always on the fence because ultimately he's not a person who really falls for a cult. It's just he wanted to see where it was going, and because he had nothing else to go for, I guess. College didn't seem really good anymore after people committing suicide, so he kind of didn't feel like that. At least I can be doing something. They're all trying to find meaning in life, so they, so with with Wayne, he thought he found something maybe, but I felt like he was always kind of searching. So he was never really fully, indoctrinated into the cult. He wasn't fully brainwashed, and then so he always denied the hugs that Wayne gave him. And one of the things I liked about him because I think that he wouldn't let he needed. I think that he understood that pain is part of reality and it makes it what it is. And I want to take it. I think that he was because he accepts pain. He can never be fully indoctrinated into the cult because the cults are offering you freedom from your pain, so to speak, and that's not something that he wants. That's not something that real people need. Pain is part of life, and he gets that. So I feel like that always showed that he always was on the fence about the whole thing. And then but it's really ironic that he would end up now becoming the guy who hated those hugs, didn't want to go near it, was hesitant or whatever. Now he is the one giving out hugs. Now I think that feels wrong. That feels really weird. And the show tends to. I'm pretty sure if you feel weird about it, the show is intending you to feel that way. it's not supposed to feel right. I don't think that giving these people something like a different. He's just moving the. He's just kicking the can down the road, so to speak. He's kind of moved the. They were looking for something, and he gave them something, but it's equally as fake as what they were given earlier, before. So is he really helping them, or is he just moving their cult from one place to another? He just rebranded the cult and gave it a different name. Only they suppose they would probably have better intentions than the other people, weighing them and all that. But still, using their tactic like that is kind of weird because it just ends up making them feel like they are a cult now. But I have a feeling it's not going to work in their favor, and it's kind of going to blow up in their faces eventually. Or maybe these can use it as a transitional period. Get them weaning off of. It's like going from, I don't know. It's like going from smoking to nicotine gum. It's like you can't just wean them off like cold turkey, right? You gotta kind of slowly wean them off of it. So you give them the gum, they chew that for a bit, and eventually they don't need the nicotine in their system anymore. Maybe that's I can understand that. I can understand that. But you can't make this the permanent solution because it's just another lie. Eventually, these people gotta face the truth. If they can't handle the truth, then they are not suitable to go out into the world again because they're gonna be susceptible to cults again. Because that's why they got away from it. They didn't want the truth. So they gotta have them face the truth at some point. Or maybe they're not ready yet. They need something to. This is like candy bars, Kit Kats. This is to keep them there for a little bit while they show them why they should be living again. Give them a reason. So they just gotta wean them in slowly. I get that. Okay, I can get behind that. All right. So that's enough of me talking about that whole thing. What else? Yep, I think that's it. So let's get into the show. Bam. Oh yes, I've been waiting to get back to this. Here we go.
Evie!
Uh-oh. There we go. I've been waiting to get back to this. Yeah, he just up and disappeared. Transported to the lake. Whoa!
Kevin?
How you going back to sleep after that?
Kevin!
What the hell? That's Murphy, John Murphy.
Hi, this is Kevin Garvey.
Is this them coming back from the lake? Or, wait, no, it's not.
Are you
it's
okay?
Not. This is the same time.
Evie didn't come home last night. She was
Yeah,
out with her.
senses it. Oh, the dogs. Oh no, it's happening again. The dogs are going crazy. Oh, she's gonna have a mental breakdown. The worst thing. Oh my God! Holy shit! She hit the ground so freaking hard. Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Did it happen again?
Ma'am.
Are the people gone? Are they gone?
What? Jesus crap! Oh Jesus. Okay, I thought you saw something horrifying. Okay. You're never gonna ask him where he was?
Looks like you have some explaining to do, sport.
Well,
Evie's missing.
what am I supposed to do otherwise? So he just managed to get back and no one saw him. Boy, that puts him in a really weird position. Nuts. Look at that sky.
I came up that bank.
Gee, it looked bigger
I
than that.
saw the car.
You should get down there.
Oh,
If someone
boy.
else finds your phone, you can say you just lost it today.
This doesn't look the same though. I don't know. It's different the way it happened. It wasn't just a disappearance. There's an earthquake and stuff. It's not the same thing.
My sister isn't here anymore.
Where is
He
she?
already accepted that.
Thanks for saving me.
Anytime.
That's like foreshadowing. I swear.
Emily.
Because all their girls disappeared.
I'm sorry.
All their daughters disappeared.
Is that-
Grab the fish too while you're at it. But there is still some water. It's weird how there's some. It's like the lake drained, but there's still some water left. I would have thought it would just have drained out completely there. Or maybe that's rainwater. No, it didn't rain.
Shit. Forgot my wallet.
Put it on my tab.
Hey, it's him.
You don't have to do that.
Virgil, I'm so sorry for your loss.
What?
God damn it, Virgil, what did I tell you?
I know exactly where your phone is.
Oh, great. But you gotta talk to me to get it.
I can tell you what happened to those girls, too. All you have to do is ask.
I think that's like a part of his head. Like his guilt or something coming back to him.
I make you understand.
Never gonna
Don't get in that
give you
car,
up.
Kevin!
For your car. It is John.
You still here, man?
Careful, John is a convicted felon. If he finds out what happened. And that's the daughter's present before she disappeared.
Birthday present.
Don't open it until I leave or something.
You paid $3 million for a house that's cracking apart just so you could live on the other side of that bridge. Just to feel safe.
Not me. Noah's the one who paid the money.
A goddamn palm print.
Left for you.
Lucky duck.
Oh! He's thinking
Looks
because...
like you framed someone without even trying.
He's thinking of the other... He thinks it's him. Oh my goodness. Because he burned the guy's house down. Now he's thinking the guy wanted revenge.
And never once he asked me to shit on him. Lori ever tell you about that? I always wondered whether that doctor-patient confidentiality thing was bullshit.
Damn it! He gave him the wrong address. Ah! Get him! Go! Go! Oh!
It's okay. Relax. Get the fuck out of my room. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. There's nothing more dangerous than a man who don't believe in nothing.
He actually shot him. And he still went in there trying to kill the guy.
Why do you think he sleepwalks?
I don't know. Or he says his sister departed.
She didn't depart.
It feels different.
Before I worked in benefits in the DSC, they had me in the fraudulent claims department.
Ah.
Careful.
Oh, I see.
He made small withdrawals from their bank account for 6 months so we could put a nest egg.
Is that the one we saw on
He
TV?
ran.
So he made it look like it was a second day
Because we
departure.
had the greatest scapegoat in the history of civilization.
Yeah, pretend like it was a second departure.
Flood happened 3 years ago on October 14th, and the Ark took on all the animals it needed. Why in God's name would it take on any more?
I mean, interesting she used flood because we have a lake that's been drained. It's like the reverse of Noah's Ark. Instead of a flood, it's a desert.
Nora.
Is it real?
My boxes aren't even unpacked, and it's the same goddamn thing I left.
Mary woke up the very first night we were here. I thought I was dreaming, but she was back, and we cried until we fell asleep in each other's arms. And every day since, I wondered if it's ever gonna happen again, if I'll get her back for good this time. It's real.
She doesn't need to hear that.
You left this at our house.
And you come bring it out in the middle of the night?
One on our house, too.
Before Park Services took over, some people from the government came by to every house to make sure it was true. Yeah, no one was gone.
Couldn't wait to get started.
Really? They're twins. That's probably where, maybe that's where the epilepsy came from. Underdeveloped.
I know what
2
people are
months.
saying. Playing a joke and she's giggling in the woods.
Why would you do that? Doesn't seem like her. Yeah. You don't know this town that well, maybe.
She would never want to hurt anybody else. She is exceptional. Things are gonna change now.
People know that it's not as safe as they thought it was. They're gonna think it's another departure, all kinds of stuff.
Pulls a bullet out. No questions asked. That's real commitment. That's trust. And now you're all just clinging on to each other because you need to cling on to something. If you loved them, you wouldn't lie.
Shut the fuck up! I love them.
Then why did you try to kill yourself?
And the words are like missing.
Yet if not for an act of divine intervention, you'd be
Literally.
gone.
It's the guy up there.
Never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you.
Hey, who's your friend?
Oh my gosh.
Did you find it? But I can't wake up alone like that again.
She's got serious PTSD, man. PDDDD or whatever it's called.
I found these in the box with your uniform.
Are you serious? It's kind of
Oh,
cute.
sugar, right?
That's cute though. So he doesn't sleepwalk away. If you sleepwalk away, I'm right there with you. Because they're no longer one of the people. We're no longer verified. That's the orange sticker, right? That's the orange sticker. Shit. Okay. Where do I start with this one? So he has nothing to do with the girls missing, which is crazy because it seems like it would have been since he was there. But according to Patty, goddamn that freaking lady. I hate that lady. She's telling him he killed himself. He tried to kill himself in the lake. I hate that because, well, because he has no control over it. So how can you say he's doing it, you know? Or does he? Is this some kind of a... He got to talk to Lori about this. She's the one who knows about psychology. His mind is all messed up. And is it possible that the sleepwalking is simply a response to something else, right? He's just he's trying to figure he's unconsciously doing the things he wants to do, maybe, because he does seem it seems like when she told him he wanted to kill himself, he kind of understood it, you know, almost like he knows what she's talking about. You know, it didn't come out of nowhere, right? Maybe he does. So maybe he really is in control of his actions, but or what he does when he's sleepwalking is what he really wants to do. What was the last time he did that? He killed her, or he took her out there. He beat her up and took her out there. So maybe his repressed feelings come out in insane ways. That's crazy. Does that actually happen? Can that actually happen to somebody, or is this Kevin has got his unique situation? I mean, he's pretty much crazy then. He's gotta go tell them because he's got no control of his own body. His own mind is, well, his mind is, yeah. He doesn't have control. He's like watching himself do things now. It's just nuts. And I think he's fighting between what they told him and what he actually wants to do. It's so weird. If he wanted to kill himself, just do it. There's easier ways to do it than drown yourself in a lake. He could have taken pills, or there's a million ways he could have done it without something so extreme. Why does he have to go to the middle of the lake to do it? I don't know. I feel like, can we really trust this Patty just because she found the phone for him? You know, I think she didn't find the phone, by the way. I think that was his own mind leading him to it. Which means then that this person is only telling him things that he thinks he knows, right? He's fighting with his subconscious, I think. I think her death weighed on his head. Weighed on him. And I think that he's now fighting through his guilt, and it's talking to him in that way. We've seen this before in shows, right? So I think that's what that is. I don't think it can't be any more than that. She's dead. She's gone. But in his mind, she's still stuck there. Feels like he should never have taken her out there in the first place. It's funny because this was caused because of the sleepwalking. You know, it was caused because of sleepwalking, and now Patty's here, and this whole thing is carried on from that. But it was caused. She wouldn't be dead now, at least not in that way, had he not brought her out there after sleepwalking. And now look where we are. But she's saying they're gone. I don't know. It's just like that, because Nora says it's not. I don't know what to believe. I believe Nora. Nora would know if it was real. She really believes it was a one-time incident, while Patty's saying they vanished. There's completely conflicting stories there. Only one of those happened. I don't know which one. I don't know what's going on there, but I don't think so. It was different. The earthquakes connected to the situation. I think it's different. I feel like it's not the same thing at all. No, it doesn't feel the same. And he just happens to go out there and commit suicide at the same time. It's so weird. But I wonder if we're gonna find out what Evie's gift was to to the dad. And I didn't know that the two of them were twins. They were born like 2 months apart or whatever. That 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. It's like a long, much longer than that, isn't it? Anyway, Noah waking up from the while seeing Kevin wasn't there was gotta be the most horrifying thing for her, because it triggers that PDD, post departure distress dilemma, something like that. That syndrome stuff. It must have disorder. I think it was post departure something disorder, something like that. Demented disorder, distress disorder, something like that. But it triggered it so bad for her because she that was her worst nightmare, you know. He is a way. He's like a life raft for her to find a way out of this hole she's sinking into. And when he disappeared, that was it. She's like, my security blanket is gone. I am out of here. I'm done. But then he came back, and the handcuffing thing would seem extreme, except I almost forgot that she. I mean, I didn't forget the fact that she used to have a lady shooting her in the chest with a. I mean, she had a hook. She had prostitutes shooting her with Kevlar vest on. So, yeah, she has gone to some pretty damn extremes to get through things. She's definitely not okay. I mean, none of them are okay. They're all dealing with crazy, crazy stuff. But Nora is definitely got some issues. They deal with her and Kevin seriously messed up, but dealing with it in different ways. Nora needs someone to be there. She needs safety. She needs to feel safe. And Kevin, I don't know what he needs. He needs to figure it out. He's crazy. He's going crazy right now. There's no telling what he's gonna do next. And then there's a lot of mysteries happening here. What's the present that Evie gave him? The father. What happened to them? What happened to everybody else? Why is he trying to kill himself? If he's trying to kill himself, is Patty real or not? Who's the guy on top of the tower? Who is Virgil? How come he knows all this stuff? How about the other guy with the fingerprint thing, right? Why is there so many seers in this town? People can see the future and whatnot. Well, anyway, we've learned that this town is not as safe as it was thought to be. Of course not, though. I didn't think so. Nothing is as safe as it appears to be. I mean, it's just different kind of danger. And Matt swears that his wife woke up. I heard he said something about that before. Mary woke up. I don't know what he meant because she doesn't look awake the way he sounded like it was. So he told her that it was a one-time thing. She woke up and that was it. Could he have been dreaming? I don't know. That must be so sad that if it really happened, to see her go back into that state the next day, you almost just wouldn't want to go back to sleep. You know, you don't want to. Yeah, you just would have. I don't know. I want to see you like this forever. So I feel like, end my life here while you're still you or something. I don't know. I don't know. But that he believes it really happened, and that's enough for him to stick around here. So does that mean that happened and then he told him about it? No, whatever. It doesn't matter. Is it? Did they actually disappear, or did somebody take them? Is it possible that they were kidnapped? It doesn't seem like it though. Their phones were left behind. Nothing was touched. I don't know. Can't they trace those fingerprints? He was a sheriff, doesn't he? He probably has his fingerprints on record, right? I don't know. Don't cops have the fingerprints on record? I don't know how that works. And I get the orange sticker thing now. The orange sticker was the thing the government put on top of their walls, sort of marking each house to represent as a. It was a way to count everybody to show that, to see, did everybody really survive? Did nobody actually disappear? And so they put a sticker on everybody's house that did it. They checked every single house, and it was proof that they were verified to have all been. Nobody disappeared. But today, someone did. And so he's removing the sticker that was their verification of what had happened. And like the mom said, we're not Everything's gonna change now. This will become like any other town. It is not safe, and it's even worse now, because if she really did disappear, or it doesn't even matter if she did, people gonna think that happened, and now, can you imagine? They're all gonna freak out. I can't imagine living in that world anymore, because you're living. It's gonna change everything. I realize, because now you're living in a world where you think anything could happen anytime. You could disappear at any moment. How do you live? How do you live your life now when you're worried that it could happen again, and you could just be driving on the car and you're gone? That's terrifying. Like, then you feel like nowhere's safe. If this miracle town isn't safe, then I'm not safe anywhere. I'm not supposed to be in space. I'm not safe there. I'm not safe under the ground. Something is gonna make me disappear any second, and apparently it's happening again. So it could happen again and again and again. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Okay, I think I'm talking way. I'm done talking too much. Now we stop. We stop here. No, we're not. I want to go straight to the next episode in a second. Okay, let's get to that.